Hello everybody, my name is Danny and this is my channel How to He 04. So today I am going to do a real quick February wrap up and a March TBR. I know we are already mid-March practically, and that you haven't seen me all of February. So I just want to start off by saying I'm so sorry I went MIA. I kind of just really had a lack of motivation. I didn't really want to read anything. I didn't want to watch anything. I wasn't interested in essentially doing anything. It was a really weird month for me, but I'm glad to see that that has passed. I have just started a new TV show with my husband, so maybe I'll talk about that later on. But we just started the Umbrella Academy and we are thoroughly enjoying it. And I have started reading again. So I've actually already completed 2 books for this month, and these going forth are just going to be the ones that I hope to continue reading. But first off, let's do my February wrap up. During the month of February, I did not complete any books. I think I only read during the first week of February, and I only got 15% of the way through a book. Once again, I was not interested in anything. I would pick it up and I'd put it down and I just never pick it back up. So I didn't have any content for you. But now I'm back, and once again I am really interested in reading and I'm excited. As you can see, we finally got bookshelves. There's one directly behind me, and then there's going to be one off to the side over here, just out of frame. I'm hoping eventually to do a bookshelf tour, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I want the books to be organized on there, but once I get that situated, I would be more than happy to show you how I have everything set up. But without further ado, here are the books I want to read for the month of March. So first off is the book I'm currently reading. It is called By a Whisker. It is by Sophie Ryan, and this is actually book 2 in the Second Chance Cat Mysteries. So really the theme of the month has been and will continue to be cozy mysteries. I have found that I adore this genre so much and that I want to read all the books. So this is, once again, book 2. It follows the main character whose name is Sarah and her cat Elvis. They run a second chance kind of store. If you play Animal Crossing, it reminds me a lot of retail because they do, I want to say it's like a thrift shop, a second chance store, and like a refurbishing store. So all of that wrapped up together. She gets involved in solving murder mysteries, kind of against her own will. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that just because this is book 2 in a series, and I didn't want to read the synopsis because I kind of want to go in as blind as I can. I just know that I really did enjoy book 1, and this is going to be where I'm currently starting. I started it late last night before I went to bed, so I'm about 16 pages in right now, but this is the first book I want to complete because I had to find out what happens after. The next book is going to be a reread for me, and this is actually also a book 2 in a series. So this is Strawberry Shortcake Murder by Joanne Fluke. This is book 2 in the Hannah Swenson mystery series. Yeah. And it has recipes in it. So as you can see, all of these pink tabs in here are going to be different recipes. If you follow me on Instagram, my name is at howtohe_04_. You'll see that I posted a picture, I think the beginning of this month or last month, where I baked some cookies from book 1, which was the chocolate chip murder mystery. And they came out really good. So I'm hoping I can continue with that trend and bake something from every book as I read. So this one follows Hannah Swenson. She is the owner of the Cookie Jar, which is like a cookie bake shop type of thing, and she kind of gets roped in solving murder mysteries as well. It kind of explains why she's solving it in book 1, but in book 2, I think she just continues solving murders. This is a reread, like I mentioned before. I read this book probably a year or more ago. I don't remember the whodunit, and I just really want to catch up. I think book 24 just came out in this series last month, so I think the furthest I got when I initially started reading was book 4 or 5. So of course I want to reread those first 4 or 5 and then continue with the series because I really enjoyed it. If you watch Lifetime, I think they did make this into like a TV show adaptation, which was called Murder, She Baked. I never saw that, but I'm hoping to see that after I get maybe at least 10 books in or so. We don't have cable, so I have to find out how to get a hold of that. So if you have any suggestions, please leave that down below because I want to watch that. The next book I have here is Live and Let Chai by Bree Baker. This is book 1 in the Seaside Cafe mystery, and can I just say, look at that cover. It's so beautiful. It's giving me major spring break feels, and that's what this week is for me. So yay, I don't have any class this week, and I'm excited. So this is about Everly, and she owns an iced tea shop on like a pier front, and she kind of becomes the main suspect in a murder, so she's trying to clear her name. From my understanding, there's someone who's found on the beach or on the pier dead, and in their hand was her signature like drink cup, and I think it later comes out that they were poisoned, so she has to jump in and try to clear her name. So I'm excited to read it. I have not read anything by this author, and I don't know, I just think it's so pretty. And the last book is a book that I have heard nothing but good things about, so of course I wanted to read it. It is Pancakes and Corpses by Agatha Frost. This is book 1 in the Paradise Cafe series, mystery series. I don't know if I said that right. This follows Julia. She is the owner of a cafe, and she kind of gets involved in solving murder mysteries because I think there's like a hotshot detective, and he's kind of antagonizing all like the village town folks, and she's stepping in, I think, to try to alleviate some of that pressure and get them out of their town. And the person I think who's murdered is like her most awkward customer in the history of ever. So I'm excited to see how that works. I would like to see some of those interactions before they get murdered, just to see how awkward they really are. Once again, I have heard nothing but good things about this book, and I'm excited to read it. It doesn't seem very long. It looks like just about under 200 pages, which to me is very, very short. And also, it's a kind of weird size. So that's kind of a little strange, but I'm excited to read these 4 books. I'm hoping to complete some more, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself and fall back into a reading slump. So without further ado, that's all I got for you, and I'll see you sometime later this week with another video. Bye!